and I'm not saying she's lying, but I just don't see how the woman knows. Just thought she was.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Good morning.
We're here,
Glad.
but being careful though.
Good. This is a special meeting of the Board County Fiscal Court, and it is Friday, April 25th at 9 o'clock in the morning here in the fiscal courtroom. The only thing on our agenda this morning is the presentation of my budget to the fiscal court, and I want to hand these out to you all. And Shelley, Monica, and Bridget, this is for you. Magistrates, as you're looking through your budget, I want to first of all say thank you very much to our deputy judge, Lisa Cradock. She wears many, many hats in the job as deputy judge, and helping with finances, watching finances, helping me with the budget is one of her many, many jobs that she has. And I cannot thank her enough for all of her help. And what's important about Deputy Judge Cradock is she cares about our county, and she cares about making sure this budget has real figures in it, as well as I do. I want to thank Ken Ann Sharp, our treasurer, for working with us in developing this budget. Treasurer Sharp delivers the figures to us, and we go through them and we create the budget, considering what figures the treasurer presents to us. And I'm confident in saying, I'm not talking for the treasurer, but I'm confident in saying that our treasurer is wanting our budget to be as real as possible. And thank you, Treasurer Sharp, for working with my office in creating this one. This is the 8th budget that my office has created, so thank you, Ken Ann. Excuse my allergies. If you would look at page 10 of your budget, you'll notice that the dare officer is there. Page 11, the drug dog and drug testing for the Bullitt County Public Schools at $11,600. Moving on down to line 507, I've included the Sheriff's Explorers Program at a figure of $1,800. The next line item, special projects, cleanup days, which people in Bullitt County love, at a cost of $35,000. Look at the page 12, magistrates, as you can see, I've put in there again for a finance officer at $50,000. Page 14, at the request of John Snyder and his board, the Economic Development Board, I have put in $200,000 for economic development. And I thank our Executive Director of EDA, John Snyder, for the work that he has done for the last over a year now. He's been here over a year. And I'm really, really proud of the accomplishments we've made. And I'm especially proud of our Bullitt County Community College for moving along in creating our own bricks and mortar building for our students, for our future. So the college is extremely important to me, and I'm thankful that we have an economic development director who sees the importance of that. Moving on to let me mention this on page 20. I have included on line 548 Marvin Avenue Sewer Project. We have not approved that in fiscal court yet, but for the sake of preparing the budget and knowing that that money may may be in the budget, I've included that. Now, I've spoken to Tammy Baker with Monica Robinson's office, and Tammy Baker is giving us information about how to proceed with that CDBG grant. Page 21, I have included $90,000 for the Conservation District. For multi-purpose community action agency, I've included $25,000. For Shepherd Shelter, I've included $20,000. Those agencies are very important to our county. Page 22, beautification, $565,000. Okay, page 25, salt. Where is that line item? What is it, Kim?
471.
Thank you. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Kim. Salt, snow, and ice removal. Yeah, page 25. As you see, or as you know, we had a really rough winter, so that figure has gone up considerably. But no one can predict our weather. Only God can. He's in control of that. So we are at God's mercy when it comes to snow and ice. But this is what I'm thankful for. We had the funding to remove the snow and ice from our roads. Thus, our residents and those traveling through were safe. They were protected. So I'm thankful to this fiscal court, very thankful to this fiscal court, for allowing our roads to be cleaned, safe, and we had many, many praises for our roads being so well kept during the winter, as they are all year. So our road department deserves kudos, and our magistrates do too for that. Okay, let me see here. Oh, page 29. As you can see, Mike Phillips with the Emergency Services Agency has worked very hard in getting grants for our county, and those are all federal grants, and I'm very, very thankful to see our federal tax dollars coming back here to our county. You see line 703, DHS Hillview Radio Tower site. Excuse me. Line 739, EMA generators, warning sirens, and line 741, AFG heart monitors and stretchers, and you see the figures beside those items. So, kudos to our emergency services. Also on emergency services, I have included funding for 3 ambulances. You see the price that's beside that line item. However, I feel like when you're saving a life, it's priceless. And I know our emergency services are in dire need of ambulances. It is my hope that this fiscal court will leave that funding in there for those 3 ambulances so that our constituents will continue to be safe and sound and have that necessary emergency medical service when they need it. If any of y'all have had to use it for yourself or for a family member, you know how important and critical emergency services is, and for our fiscal court to have the good equipment that we desperately need to provide those services. So, there's that. We might have to go back over to our hazardous household waste. Is that in solid waste?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, magistrates, page 20. line 548. Magistrates, take a look at line 548. Tire grant and HHW is hazardous, household hazardous waste. Those are grants. People in Bullitt County love cleanup days, household hazardous waste days, because we just started that last year, and tire amnesty. Really, we get more requests for those types of things than we do anything else. So money is included for those two projects, those are grants, which is wonderful. And last but not least, and I feel like I'm saving one of the best besides our ambulances. But saving one of the best for last is I have included a 50-cent raise across the board for all of our employees. If we want good services, we have to pay our employees for those services. And I think it's very, very important to provide a decent salary for our hardworking employees so that they can continue to serve the great people of Bullitt County. With that said, I don't think I've missed anything, do you, Deputy Judge? Are there any questions about what I just went over? I know you haven't had time to look at it. Any questions for me? Any questions from the audience?
Better not say anything.
As far as the timeline goes, I'm going to reach out to the magistrates again this year and ask what kind of timeline do you foresee in my office getting the budget back balanced with your changes if you see any changes that you want to make.
We should be able to get to you by Labor Day, Judge. I'm kidding you this morning.
I'll just say that we will have a first reading on a budget May 20th.
Okay, good point.
So,
Very good point. Deputy Judge, while we're all gathered here, you want to remind the magistrates about when the first reading happens? It needs to stay the same, correct?
well, the budget is an ordinance, so you have to have first and second reading, and it has to be advertised within the 7/21 time period, so.
And the advertising has to include what we passed.
Yes, what we advertise in the paper has to be the budget that is passed, and the budget has to be passed by June 30th. So you do have, deadlines and time constraints, so without having to call special meetings, I would like to have, or we will have the first reading on May 20th of the budget, whether it be this one or the revised one. And then when we do the second reading, that has to be the
Final one. I know last year we had a little bit of difficulty with that because what is in the newspaper has to be what we pass.
correct.
Magistrates, do you have any questions at all concerning this process? I guess not. Well, let me again open the door for the 8th time in my career of being judge executive. The phone number's there, my email's there, my office is open. Feel free to contact the deputy judge or I, or Canana. I'm sure she would be happy to listen. I hope this process goes smoothly. But if it does not, I'm prepared for it. I'm ready to deal with what is dealt to me, and I will continue to serve the citizens of this county. So, with that said, I make a motion to adjourn if there are no
I'll
questions.
second that motion.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion on adjournment? And Ms. Ms. Brandon, you may call the roll.
Mr. Hitchcock?
Yes.
Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Mr. Wetzel?
Yes.
Mr. Bradshaw?
Yes.
Judge Roberts?
Yes. Thank you all.